As most of you know, we always start with some memorabilia. No, not my shirt. But we're going to do something real special in just a minute with the lighting in here. So this is going to be fun. Off day, Let's Talk Dodgers. We'll have it in a special way. But first, a little piece of memorabilia. I want you to remember this name and this number for later in the show. That's a Mother's Cookies card. Did anybody remember those? This is a 1988 Fernando card. Look at that. Fernando Valenzuela, number 34. That's a cool. I like these pictures because they were very clean. They were cleanly done in '88, and that was the back of them. They had Mother's Cookies logo on all of them. I got a whole set of those somewhere. Anyway, for this special show, which is an off-day edition of Let's Talk Dodgers, let's go into darkness, shall we? And use just the illumination from the computer. May I have the lighting, please? Turn down. Thank you. 10 counts. Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Hit it.
1, 0.
Play ball! It's time for Dodger Baseball.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I'm Randy. You know who you are, right? Do you? Okay. Come on in, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. This is the best, first, and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your Los Angeles Dodgers, right? Yeah. All right. Today's the 21st day of May. The boys have a day off after 13 games in a row. That's the second time they've done that. They got it 2 more times this year where they're going to play 13 in a row, to which Adrian Gonzalez on the desk at SNLA the other night goes, big deal, we used to do 20 in a row. Good point. He's right. All right, in the news, Game 1, we talked about last time on our show because we started the series and we had broken into the middle of the series and we did a show 2 days ago. So in Game 1, the Padres won. We're not going to talk about that game. We don't have to. You know what happened. But in Game 2, we haven't talked about it yet. Great game. Alex Call slid home with a tie-breaking run. Andy Pages sac fly on Mason Miller in the 9th inning. And the Dodgers hung on for a 5-4 victory over the Padres on Tuesday night. Yeah. Freddie hit 2 home runs in that game. We'll hear him another time, not right now. And Pages had that sick at bat. I mean, fell off a ton of pitches, then got the sac fly. That was just a killer at bat. I loved it. So amazing stuff. 5-4 blue once again in Game 2. In Game 3, to start off Game 3, this happened.
Fashion. And now in the finale, off we go with a towering drive on the first pitch. Did he get enough? Merrill can't get there. It's gone. First pitch of the game. The pitcher hits it out. A living, breathing statue. Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, that's homered on the very first pitch of the game, even before Joe Davis got his microphone in his hand. And he did that before he even threw 5 great innings, a 3-hit ball in the Dodger victory over the Padres on Wednesday night, and that 4-zip win. Stick it to him. This is also the Dodgers' 6th shutout of the season. That's pretty cool. And that was a great home run that Ohtani hit. All right, injury report we did last time, so let's do it next time. Fun stuff. Let's just cut right to the fun stuff. In the dark. How do you like this in the dark? Or do you like the light better? No, too bright, too bright. Keep it nice and cozy. All right. Today we got shout-outs, and some of these are newbies. Some of these are people who've been around a while, so thank you all for watching, especially these people. Kim N., Kevin K., Bradley A., Ray J., Dina L., Ron J., Melody A., Dawn M., Aaron G., Jenny C., Dana B., Victor G., Mayim D., Henry D., Russ B., Lynn T., Paul D., Roger Yee, and you and me, and Fox Jabri, who's Fox Cali because he is El Zorro. Thank you, everybody, for watching Let's Talk Dodgers. Thanks also for subscribing to YouTube and following us here on Facebook. Tell all your Dodger-loving friends to watch us. Also, tell them to like us on Facebook and hit the subscribe button on YouTube. We're always talking Dodgers in here, right? Right, Fernando? Yep. And we're always talking. Go Blue. Welcome aboard all the newbies. One more time for all the newbies. We like all the new visitors here watching us. Glad to have you here with us. If you have fan mail, you can toss in the Facebook page here. That's one of the easiest ways. Or you can write to me even easier. Let's Talk Dodgers at gmail.com. Let's Talk Dodgers without the apostrophe. Let's Talk Dodgers at gmail.com. And for the first time ever this year, we've been saying it over and over. If you have comments, you'll be able to make them in the YouTube video as well if you're a member of the YouTube Corps like I am. So if you're a member of YouTube, you can always log in and leave us a message there. I try to get them. I try to read as many as I can. All right, this date in Dodger history. Hey, this goes back almost to the beginning of one of the podcasters in this thing. My older brother, he was about a year old when this happened. Not even. This date in Dodger history is May 21st, 1952. He was born in 51. The Dodgers, get this now, this is a killer game. In 1952 on this date, the Dodgers scored a major league record at the time, 15 first inning runs en route to a 19-1 rout or a destruction of the Reds at Ebbets Field. After Ewell Blackwell retired the first batter of the game, the next 19 Brooklyn batters reached 10 hits, 7 walks, and 2 hit by pitch, including Captain Pee Wee Reese getting to first base 3 times during that inning. That's crazy. And the Dodgers just blew out the Reds 19-1. It happened on this date, May 21st, 1952. Wow. That's quite a game. Too bad they don't have TV of that one. I'd love to see video of that one. All right, stats of the day. That leadoff home run by Ohtani we just played a minute ago, that marks the 7th time Shohei has homered in a scoreless start, including the postseason, which breaks a tie with Bob Gibson for the most such games since at least about 1900. That's pretty crazy. The game-opening blast was the 2nd leadoff home run by a pitcher in Major League history. The first was also hit by Ohtani in his masterful two-way performance in Game 4 of last year's NLCS. And that's in the live ball era since 1920 also. In the live ball era since 1920, this is a different record. Ohtani holds the 6th lowest ERA by traditional starting pitcher through the first 8 starts of the season. Only Fernando Valenzuela has 0.50 ERA, 0.50 in 1981. Mike Norris 0.52 in 80. Zach Greinke 0.60 in 09. Al Benton 0.70 in 54. And Jacob deGrom 0.71 in 2021 had better marks than Ohtani. How about that? Wow. It's pretty good company. All right, you probably saw this on TV and you've heard about it. Freddie Freeman hit his 560th double in his career the other night. Has him now tied for number 30th place or 29th place with Jeff Kent and Eddie Murray, just behind Carlos Beltran, who has 565. So 5 more and he'll tie Carlos Beltran for 28th place. Other stats we got for you this time. Let's do the, we haven't done these in a while, almost end of the month. Let's do the Dodger batting and pitching leaders right now. Batting 288, Mr. Pages. He has the best batting average on the Dodgers. RBIs 42, Mr. Pages again. So Andy Pages is really doing it. Runs scored, Max Muncy scored more than anybody, 36 times. Well, he's taking enough walks. Most hits, who's got the most hits on the team? Andy Pages. Let's go to pitching. Who's got the most wins? Well, Robo does. He's got 6 of them. Who's got the most strikeouts? Yamamoto with 56. Now, best ERA is up for grabs, but Robo has the best ERA of the starters that have gone more distance than anybody, I guess. He's gotten 200. Let's see. His ERA is 249. I know that Shohei's got about an 080, 072 or whatever it is now, but it's not. He doesn't have enough innings to be an official ERA leader of the league, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, innings pitched. Who's got the most innings pitched? 57, Robo again. And yes, I realize Ohtani is 0 for whatever, but he doesn't qualify for the ERA stats, I don't think. All right, maybe next week. Okay, we're going to skip over the StatCast challenge board because it hasn't moved much. Will Smith has about the same average he had before, 72% rate of challenges and winning, overturning challenges. Let's get to our Jack in the Box Jumbo Jack watch. Hard to see in the dark. So far this season, the team has done it. 7 strikeouts in a game, 40 out of 50 games played. That's 80%. Means that 80% of the time, or 40 out of the 50 games time, you can go into any Jack in the Box in LA and Ventura County and get yourself a free Jumbo Jack. All you got to do is order up a large drink of any type, and you can order up a free Jumbo Jack any way you like it. More free Jumbo Jacks with the purchase of a large drink. Thanks, Jacks. Thanks, Dodger pitching staff. And thank you for watching Let's Talk Dodgers. Got some quick hit trivia today. I'm not going to tell you who's involved, but you can guess. Easy one today. Now, those of you who are real fans, what do I mean by real fans? Guys that know a little history. I'm not talking about the 20-year-olds, maybe even the 30-year-olds, unless you know your baseball. Okay. The Dodgers have retired 12 uniform numbers, as we all know. All but 2 of these men who wore those numbers are in the Baseball Hall of Fame. So the question today is, which 2 numbers represent men who were not ever enshrined in the Hall of Fame? Or which 2 men? Either one. Either which 2 men or which 2 numbers. You should probably know them anyway. Either you know this one or you don't. I'm sure you might get one of them. Wink, wink. There was a hint earlier in the show. We won't talk about it. Anyway, that's coming up a little bit later. Let's get you out to the ballpark. We're skipping over the secret stuff again this time. You guys know about TV Pass and all the other places to watch the Dodgers for free. We'll renew that whole thing next time. All right. Let's get you out of the ballpark. The Dodgers are going to be, when we end up tomorrow, being Friday, the 22nd, they're going to be in Milwaukee. So let's see what we got here. It's late. I'm getting tired. Let's see what we got here. Let me just look this up real fast. Podcasts. Milwaukee. What do we know about Milwaukee? Oh, yes. The old question. Do I have it? I don't have it this time. I'll play it next time. All right. No, Milwaukee. Yeah, that's the answer to the question. Were you born in this country? No, Milwaukee. It's an oldie. All right. We don't need it right now. Let's get you out of the ballpark tomorrow night, Friday night, if you're watching today. Justin Robleski and his 6-1 record, we talked about it, and his 2.49 ERA. Let's hear it for that ERA. He's going against right-hander from Milwaukee, Logan Henderson. He's 1-1 with a 3.50 ERA. And now that's a 4:40 game tomorrow afternoon because it's 7:40 back in Milwaukee. It's on Sportsnet LA and other places. Saturday's game, Cheryl alert. Saturday's game, Roki Sasaki and his 2-3 record and his 5.09 ERA. We got to get that down, Roki. He's going against right-hander Robert Gasser. I'd be changing that name. Did I say that? All right. Robert Gasser is 0-0 with 4.50 ERA. We got to kill this guy. It's a 4:15 game on Big Fox. So be watching for that one. Let's see. Big Fox is Channel 11 here in LA and elsewhere where the Fox network is all over the place. And let's see if we can do... Come on, somebody just give me... Who's working the podcast tools today? And it'll be on Fox. Short vamp. Here it is. Fox. Yeah. Okay. Saturday's game's on Fox. That's all right. There's a better Fox. We're going to do the closer tag later. All right. So, Big Fox on Saturday. That game's at 4:15 with Sasaki and Gasser. On Sunday, it's Yoshinobu Yamamoto and his 3-4 record. He's got a 3.32 ERA. Not too bad. He's got to get that down. He's going against righty Brandon Sproat. He's 1-2 with a 5.75 ERA. That's brunch with the Dodgers, 11:10 a.m. on Sportsnet LA on Sunday. All right? Everybody get those? If you missed any part of it, just rewind and you'll hear it again. All right, quick hit trivia answer. A few moments ago, we told you the Dodgers have retired... No. A few moments ago, we told you the Dodgers have retired 12 old uniform numbers. 10 of those men who wore those numbers are in the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. Which 2 numbers or which 2 men were not ever enshrined in the Hall of Fame? And there was no multiple choices. You just had to know. Did anybody get it? Anybody know? I know Big Jack doesn't. Hold on. Shout out for Big Jack, the Vipers. We'll see you next week, pal. All right. No, Big Jack doesn't know because he wasn't alive then for either one of these guys. Well, he might have known one of these guys. One of them is the guy we kind of talked about earlier. Do you want a hint? I'll give you a hint. Yeah. One of them's Fernando. They retired his number, 34, of course. And who's the other one? Anybody know? Well, I'll tell you. He was a member of the Dodger organization for 28 seasons, passed away during the playoffs in 1978. His name was Jim Gilliam. Played in Brooklyn and Los Angeles for both teams and both championships in both cities also. And he was his number 19 was retired prior to that World Series. Former pitcher and broadcaster, of course, Fernando Valenzuela, 34, was retired in 2023. Valenzuela was the 1971 Rookie of the Year, who sparked a mania in both Southern California and his native Mexico, became the first major leaguer to win both Rookie of the Year and Cy Young in the same season. Those 2 guys. Now, for those of you who want to know what other uniform numbers are retired, well, number 1 for Pee Wee Reese, number 2 for Tommy Lasorda, number 4 for Duke Snyder, number 14 for Gil Hodges, number 20 for Don Sutton, 24 for Walter Alston, 32 for Sandy Koufax, 39 for Campanella, 42 for everybody in baseball, Jackie Robinson, and of course Big D, 53, Don Drysdale. And if any of you got that, give you a shout out. Also, extra credit. How many of you also thought of two former Brooklyn players that did not have their numbers retired that are in the Hall of Fame? One of them is Dazzy Vance. Doesn't have his number retired. I'll tell you why in a second. And the other guy, did anybody know? Zach Wheat. And you know the answer for that? Dazzy Vance spent most of his entire Brooklyn career, 1922 to 1932 and also 1935, in the era before the players consistently wore uniform numbers. The Dodgers didn't adopt uniform numbers till the 1930s. And Vance only wore numbers briefly, inconsistently. He wore number 15 for one season, wore number 21 for one season, but wasn't consistent enough that anybody remembered it. And because he wore each number for a single year, none of his Hall of Fame accomplishments are tied to a long-term Dodger uniform number. Same goes for Zach Wheat. In his case, the team never wore uniforms during his tenure with the team. He played in the 20s and 30s before anybody even had uniforms, so uniform numbers. So those two gentlemen are in the Hall of Fame. They're Brooklyn Dodgers, but they never got numbers retired because they didn't have numbers. Everybody get that? Okay. Let's move on. Other cool stuff. Don't forget I tend to leave some pretty cool stuff, Dodger content about our team on our Facebook page from time to time, especially on days or nights off. I'm going to be posting some a little later. I got a 1972 Tommy Hawkins video from when he was at Channel 4, and he recorded some batting practice in 72. That's pretty cool. You should watch that one. I'll put it up in a few minutes. And I got another one, special one that goes with that. Not telling you what it is. It's a surprise. They're both going to be up after this show gets posted. And that's going to do it. We're going to remind you of where the game's going to be on Saturday with this little jingle at the end. But right now, I'm Randy. Hope you enjoyed the show. And thanks for watching Let's Talk Dodgers. Don't forget to subscribe to us when we post up in YouTube. Tell all your Dodger friends where we are there and here in Facebook. And just so you remember where we are on Saturday at 4:15, it's going to be on Big Fox. I'll see you then. I'll see you after the weekend. And Dodgers are going to be in Milwaukee all weekend, so that should be fun. All right, we'll talk to you then. Good luck, everybody. Go blue and beat those Brewers. See you next time here on Let's Talk Dodgers. Bye, everybody. Way to go, Fernando.